I'm just waiting for it to pop up. Okay. Oh, I like the thing. The little thing.
You like what?
The little for the 5K with the ball.
Let's go. You ready to roll?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, hello and welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Today is Thursday, April the 8th, 2020.
Today's Wednesday.
I thought it was Thursday. I think it's Thursday.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday with the slippery N in there. It's Wednesday, April the 8th, 2020. Hopefully everyone is well.
Hola, Tennis Alley. Hola, Jean. Hola, Milan.
I saw Tennis Alley's stringing video. Good job, bro. Loved that a lot. Loved it a lot. I think he was stringing a Wilson blade by the look of it.
His own racket.
But it looked like a Wilson blade.
But it was his racket, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, then
Hi, Sir John.
It might have been the Textreme 100p.
I don't know. It looked like the racket he was playing with. I could be wrong.
All right, quick update for us. Everything seems to be good, knock on wood. Here, our tennis has been carrying on as normal. A few lessons short, but nonetheless, we're doing pretty well. How is everyone out there? From what we're told around this neck of the woods is that things are beginning to normalize, at least somewhat, I think.
Well, the predictions are that the numbers are supposed to get super high next week.
All right, first topic of today's show.
She's always right. Thank you. I was right.
There's an old saying that there's two theories or two ways of arguing with a woman, and neither one of them work. So if the quicker you learn that,
I was right.
The quicker that you learn that the woman is right no matter what, the better relationship you have long term. You know, if you just understand no matter what they say they're right, and you can just walk away from it, much more copacetic, right?
When you're right, I say you're right though.
Well, okay.
No, I do. I give him props when he's right.
Anyway.
And usually he's right at the tennis court when he's teaching. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, well, that's the first compliment I've gotten from you today. So
well, he's the better coach than I am. I'm the better player, he's the better coach.
We can debate that all day long.
I'm way better than you.
Okay.
Oh, God.
We're not going to get too much into this, but the last time we played, I played on 1.5 legs, and I beat you easily 6-2. How are you the better player?
Oh, boy. Here we go again. Never mind. Anyway. You know what? Anyways, it doesn't matter. You guys, if you watch the show from the beginning, you remember our record.
Topic number 1. First of all, as we kind of prepare these shows, you know, we look over a conglomeration of tennis topics and news, not just here, because usually there is none, at least in the U.S. There's a scattering of it, but usually we kind of jump into kind of the international type Google searches and so forth and try to have a plan of action, right? So I wrote down like the top 10 topics, and they're all kind of what I would say is woogies. Who gives a bleep? You know what I mean? But there was a couple of them in there that I thought that were worth talking about. So let's start with the first one.
Yeah, before you start that, you asked everyone how they were doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were giving us some status here.
Yeah,
so
read those out.
So here's Serbia. It isn't rising, said Milan, which is Stimpy Boy. Jean said still rising, almost 2,000 cases and 13 deaths, which I don't think that's too bad.
That's fairly reasonable.
I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah, I think
honestly.
We're sitting around 400,000 here in the U.S.
Peritich said, not here, guys. It's going crazy here in France, and the first minister said that he's going to lock down everything.
So France hasn't been in that situation. I don't know. I'm asking. I thought.
Well, I was about to say, and the French Open wants to hold their tournament.
Well, that's done. We already know that's done. It went from postponed to points being threatened to be taken away to a shit hit the fan sandwich. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it would be an act of a pure miracle for any tennis to occur, I think, the rest of this year. Maybe the latter part of the summer if this thing kind of dies down, but then I hear in the fall it may ramp up again. So we'll see.
I also heard that if you're healthy and you don't have any, bad habits or you exercise and stuff, you have a good chance of surviving it or not getting it.
All right, so the first thing that we came across this morning that Carl and I talked about is early on in this year, 2020, at the beginning of the tennis year, there were three times more watchdog reports. I kind of put watchdog as / kind of snitch. We know what, snitches aren't my favorite cup of tea at all. Just keep your mouth shut, I guess, unless something really bad happened. But nonetheless, early in 2020, match fixing and gambling in tennis was 3 times higher than in any previous year recorded. I don't know the credibility of the article was from a major source. The biggest one here in the U.S. I don't know the credibility behind who the watchdog or the snitches were, but let's talk about that. The hypothesis of this article that it was wrapped into this pandemic that we're all dealing with, I think that kind of makes a little bit of sense if you look at it. What happens when human beings struggle, Carla? We do what we have to do to survive, right?
Sure.
What happens? Let's use myself for an example. When I was young, I made a preposterous mistake because I lived above means by doing things that weren't necessarily completely legal, right? And I paid the price for that. So can we tie this type of pandemic into like this article says? Is there truth in this that because of the brush fires early on, and because now think about that. The start of this year, we had the brush fires in Australia, and then all of a sudden we have this global thing. I mean, talk about just an omen. It just seemed like a really tough role to start out. But the article is discussing players ranked from 100 in the world outside of the top 100 in the world were being rolled over on quite often here at the beginning of this year. Now, there's nothing new under the sun about match fixing or gambling or throwing fights or boxers, taking phantom punches or whatever. But is the virus, in your opinion, correlated with this increase in match fixing? Can you blame them?
Yeah. Hey Rahesh, how are you? He said, why are we talking? He said, what instead of topics like these match fixings, why don't you guys pick a spectacular match and review it? I can't do that.
I don't do that.
I will never do that.
Who said that?
Sorry, Rahesh. I will never do that.
Yeah, I'm out, bro.
Once I seen a match for me, I can't do what other channels do.
I'm out, bro.
I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
No interest. Sorry.
Yeah.
So if the match happened before, saw it. It's in the past. Time to move forward. I don't dwell on the past too much.
I don't either.
Not an interest. Another channel for that. So let's go back to match fixing, which is important. When people struggle, and a lot of people don't know what it's like to really struggle, and a lot of you do. That we know well. There are things that you do for your family to feed them. There are things that you will risk your life, your freedom, whatever it means to feed your family. And I think we can look at tennis right now and look at some of these players that don't have a pot to piss in, that are doing what they can do to put roof over their head and also to have a bed to sleep on. Again, I think those that might want us to change topics might have no idea of what it's like to sleep under a bridge for a couple of nights. Some of us do.
Well, some people said here why they might be doing it. The Tennis Alley said it's true. They yanked some future matches off betting markets. Sadly, those guys are desperately for money. The future tournaments we host at my club, those guys are sleeping on couches.
That's what I just said. So thank you very much for mentioning that.
And Jean said, while it's very easy to sanctimonious about this, what are players supposed to do if they don't have rich parents, a sponsor, some other means of support, while they rise through the rankings? Why?
Completely well said. Can you restate that last bit? If the player doesn't have what?
A rich parent. Or
a rich
sponsor.
parent.
Yeah.
Thank you very.
Some players are desperate. He said they need financial help.
Absolutely. And this is exactly one of the reasons why these numbers have increased, especially since all this has begun. So if you have a player that's catching Uber, sleeping on couches, B&Bs, Airbnbs, whatever it is, internationally, simply to play a challenger or a qualifying match, and now there is no qualifying match. And they don't have rich mommy and daddy at home, yeah, maybe if they do get a random call, ring, okay, hello, who are you? I'm really pissed off because I don't have any food and my family's mad and my wife's yelling at me. How can I help you though? I really don't care to be on the phone right now. Oh, you're a bookie. Well, why do you want to talk to me? Oh, you'd offer me $1 million maybe to throw a match and I might not get caught. Meanwhile, the baby's crying in the background, wife's yelling at him, wanting to leave him because he can't pay the bills. Okay, now this is sounding a little bit better. Okay, so I just have to make the set close. I don't even have to throw the match, but I can make it 6-3, 6-3, and I get $1 million? All right, count me in. Anybody get it? Anybody get it?
That's the reality of life. Some of these guys are struggling. It's like Tennis Alley says here. The sport doesn't take care of the lower ranked players at all. Plenty of money on the top, but none at the bottom. I think I saw Patrick Montaglu say something about this, that in order for a player to survive, they must make at least $200,000 a year in the tennis world. And
that is not gross.
That's to survive.
That's not gross money. That is actual pocketed money. So a player can go out on tour and make $200,000 in prize money in a year. And everybody's like, geez, you did pretty well. But how much is the lodging over the period of a 52-week calendar year? How much are the plane tickets? How much are you paying the coach? How much is your food? How much is your cab fare? How much is your rent a bike or rent a scooter or whatever you're doing? How much is that? Probably more than that.
Yeah,
So
and here's what Peritich says: sucks having rich parents. He says I have two sides of the family. One is poor, one the other's rich. I like the poor ones. Don't know why, but I feel closer to them. I can tell you
because they're real people.
We have next door neighbors, and their kids get everything that they want. You know what I mean? They don't work hard for it. So if you don't work hard for it, you don't know what it is to struggle. And then when you do struggle, shit hits the fan.
Shit hits the fan. You know, you're born with a silver spoon. Like Tupac said, my broken down TV show cartoons in my living room. Hey, so again,
and there's more people commenting. Gene says every time a player is contacted to arrange a fix, it's reported and counter in this way, so that fixer cannot be sure that the fix is ever really in.
Yeah, but again, you know, there's so many metaphors we can look at this with. You know, when someone is in need, there's always going to be someone to prey upon the needy. Not they knew about it, right? You know, we'll make friends with this needy person. I'll promise them all this, but yet I'll rob them blind when they're asleep. You know, so
and Wyndham Che, right? Probably sacrificing his education to play pro tennis. He might need to save up for the future, which is why I tell kids nowadays, your goal shouldn't be to try to be a pro. Go to college first. The pro tour will still be there. Sir John says, guys, there's so many problems on the planet now. No one's talking about it besides this virus. For starters, I don't think this coronavirus is real. There's something behind the curtains.
I agree with.
I think it has something to do with the 5G network.
I think it has something to do with either that or a need to have an economic reset. I think there's a lot more to it. We have to be careful about that here, though, because we can get into some trouble with that. But however, I do agree with you to say the least, and we can talk about that. I think personally would be the better platform for that. But I definitely agree with him on that. There's definitely more to the story, but I'm too dumb to talk about that, right?
Yeah. Look, tennis is a tough world. I can tell you that it takes a lot. When my dad started me, he was spending a lot of money and nothing was coming in. It's tough to make it. I don't think that I'm the type of person that would take that money and sell myself out because I've struggled. So I know what it is to struggle. I'd rather struggle than sell myself out. But I do understand why some players do it.
It also depends upon circumstance. You know. Let's say John Doe player or anybody that's being approached for something like this. You know, has a dying mother that has no health insurance, and then they have no health insurance, or has a funeral or something that is life altering for that individual, and they have to pay it, and they just can't, and they're torn apart, depressed, suicidal maybe about it, and then all of a sudden here comes this call. You know, the call is quite tempting. What is it? Wasn't it Adam and Eve? Wasn't the apple quite tempting? So there's nothing new about temptation, right?
Yeah, it just depends the type of person you are. I think if you struggle in life, that you might get through it and you might not take that. You might not fall for that. I know I wouldn't because I've been in those shoes many, many, many times with my parents and life as an adult. So I wouldn't take that. But I just wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do it.
Well, I in my life, I took the bait and it cost me dearly. But let's just say the best of us make bad decisions, and I don't think it is in the best interest moving forward to take these players' careers away simply because they made a bad decision, right?
Michael Walker, going back to you, you said if you're in the top 100 by teenagers, you can go straight into the pro, but that doesn't guarantee anything.
It doesn't guarantee
Look
anything.
at Donald Young. He was number one,
but he
sucked ass.
But he has rich parents.
Yeah, rich parents. He sucked ass. Don't tell me that because you're in the top 100 juniors, you're gonna make it in pro. That doesn't guarantee anything. Go to school and get your education.
3 or 4 players that I had the opportunity to play with weren't in the top 100, but in the mid 100s, like 150, 156. I think one was like 244, 250, something like that.
He said Coco Gauff is top 50 already. Yeah, but she went in, boom, she was making noise from the beginning.
Yeah, and she has people.
Different.
She has people like Nike, or no, she's not
Sponsors.
Nike. She's New Balance, I think. She has people like New Balance, Patrick Mortaglou that are giving free this and free that. Here's your sponsorship deal. Coco Gauff signed her parents, because she's too young, signed a multi-million-dollar New Balance shoe deal right off the get-go.
Most juniors don't get that. They do not. I like what Tennis Alley said. Team sports all have strong unions, but tennis is way less organized in this aspect. You can make the money teaching tennis. You can make more money teaching tennis than playing unless you're top 100.
Okay,
agreed.
Okay. Now time out here though, because I think we can speak about the coaching aspect and the playing aspect. On top of that, what he mentioned about team sports. But the next part of this topic, and I'll just say, Tennis Alley just kind of brought it out. Is you mentioned Patrick Mortaglou. He has in the past couple of weeks, I think. Quoted, or I'm quoting him, has indicated that his thoughts on the tennis industry as a whole are repulsive because there's no way to pay the individual players. So what Tennis Alley said is very poignant. It's very mind jolting in terms of his truth. Here's the difference though. When you have a team sport, and let's say it's Barcelona or DC United or wherever, or it's the New Orleans Saints or the San Francisco 49ers or the Chicago Cubs, whatever. So you have a franchise that's owned by a whole, and then the franchisees are billionaires with huge stadiums built, huge concentric rings of business. If you've ever taken a business class, you have the epicenter of your business. Here's my gas station, here's my convenience store, here's my hospital, whatever it is. I'm the center of that concentric ring theory. So what I want to look at is what is outside. What types of rings of commerce do I have around that? So when we have a stadium and we live in a metropolitan area, we know that every week, or maybe the home team plays at home for 2 weeks in a row, then they go on the road for 2 weeks to someone else's stadium, then they come home and play one, and whatever. But there is a base of fans and what's it called? The stuff that they sell, what's it called? Condiments? What's it called? Concessions. You got concessions. You got car dealers. So you have an area of people that you can forecast sales to for an indefinite amount of time. So, hey, Kia, or hey, Ford Motor Company, I own the Detroit Red Wings, and I want you to sponsor me, and I will promise you this because I'm going to pack this place out every week, blah, 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 blah. The difference is you don't have a home team per se for a tennis player. If you're an American tennis player, what's the U.S. Open your home? Okay, it only comes once a year. Where else are you the rest of the year? Mexico, Acapulco, Rome, freaking China? Where am I at? So it's harder for an individual tennis player to be franchised out by anyone because they're not always there in their home stadium. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's a different can of worms, right?
Yeah.
So who are you going to isolate to pay the players' salaries? The ITF? I don't know. That's more of an international team thing. Now, you could hypothetically build a team sport of tennis, which has been tried, for 120 plus years. You got the Davis Cup, and what happened with the Davis Cup recently? The Davis Cup was broken apart and refractioned into a different format because it was losing interest. We've had World Team Tennis, which you played, and how did that go with the colorful courts, Carla? Does it sell out seats every time that they play in Charleston or in Savannah or wherever they play, Carla? Not really. It's fun, but you're not gonna, sign a $2 million shoe deal because you play World Team Tennis with some could have been, should have been pros somewhere, right? So it's a different can of worms, and if you don't look at it like that, then you can look at someone like Patrick Mouratoglou that tends to like to look at himself a lot in the mirror. Does anyone think that Patrick Mouratoglou just likes to look at himself?
Okay. He likes to look at himself. Right, but one thing about this guy is that he struggled also as a player.
I agree with that.
So he understands what these guys are going through. He might have the money right now. He might have the academic. But for him to get that, he had to fight for that. So he gets to struggle. Going back to Michael Walker, by the way, you're saying that players can go pro if they're in the top 100. Teenagers, most turn pro. McEnroe, Becker, that's old. Boric, Hingis, old. Graf, super old. Austin, where education didn't matter. You could turn pro at 13. You knew you were going to be a star. Ever, Nadal, Federer, Sampras, Agassi, old. Nadal, Federer. I mean, let's be real. These kids don't even mature the way these guys matured. They were all top professional as teenagers. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
If you are a top, like Coco Gauff, you've got to be winning like now.
Okay.
You got to be winning. If you're not winning and you're just a top junior, that does not guarantee anything.
Okay. One of the other topics, by the way, in today's news, which I think is who gives a shit, I could care less, was about a former, and most of you probably haven't heard of this young lady. I'd heard the name, but I couldn't put the name with the face when I read the article. What was her name? Her name was Ashley Harkleroad. She was number 34 in the world at one point, and had to turn herself over to a Playboy model, not disrespecting that, and an Instagram star per se, kind of like Eugenie Bouchard. She was number 34 in the world, right? So, and this was a long time ago, and this was just, again, I wrote topics down that were trending in the tennis world, and one of the topics was former number 34 in the world, Ashley Harkleroad, player turned Playboy model, strips down for all of us on Instagram. And I don't even care about things like that. If I want to see someone strip down, then I can handle that on my own. If I'm reading global tennis news, I want to talk about tennis, tactics, strategy, where you at, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to see your ass. I got that handled.
Let me go back to what these guys are saying, because Michael says you can go back for education if you're in the top 100 in the world and you need to play the best to be the best.
But what if you can't pay for the education? Furthermore, what if you can't get the student loan for it? Man, I'm 42. and I'm still paying back student loans from getting a BA in psychology.
Michael,
20 years ago.
Times have changed. They have just changed. It's not the same. You're saying I'm not talking about junior ranking. I'm talking about being a teenager in the pros with a top 100 ranking. That's a little bit different. Once you accept money, you can no longer.
You can't go back. Well, you can. You can go back to school, but you can't
in
play
Europe,
for the team.
you can play for money and then play American college. But here, the Americans, once you take the money,
well, no, that's not. Yes,
yes,
but that's not what he's saying. He's saying, well, you can go play pro, and then if you don't finish your education, you can go back. You can still go back to college. You just can't play college tennis again.
Yeah.
I mean, well, there's a ton of pro players that we played with, or I played with in college, that tried to go pro, couldn't get through challengers ever, win a match or two, and then went back to school to finish. And here they are still paying back student loans.
Andrescu, Felix, Shea Aliciem, Coco Gauff, those are lightning strikes.
Yeah, lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes. My daughter, what I tell her is, you're going to school.
Yeah.
Going to school. You're getting the education. It's important. Tennis Alley said, would be curious to know how golf earnings compare to tennis. I feel like the sports gives a bigger percentage of revenue to the players. Not sure. We would have to investigate that. I'm not sure. Gene says it might be an extreme solution, but unless the ITF don't do something radical, they risk undermining faith in the whole sport.
And no, okay. Again, we can talk about tennis as fans all the time, all day long. But what does not overcome our discussion is economics and business. So there's no possible way on this earth in which we live where you're going to have one entity that is going to take care of the top 1,000 people in the world so they can pay all their bills, right? It's just not going to happen because who owns the player?
Yeah.
Now, I could understand it if New Balance wants to pay Coco Gauff because she's not playing. They got a contract. Who was another sponsor? Okay, let's say Uniqlo, Roger Federer. Uniqlo's going to pay Roger Federer because they have a signed contract, right? There's no stipulation that says, well, if this pandemic happens, I'm not going to pay you. However, that's not how tournament entries work. If the tournament doesn't happen, they're not going to pay prize money. Again, it boils down to economics. You got a rich parent or not. In tennis, you're an individual. Hopefully you have an education because if you don't win, you have to fall back on that.
Tennis Alice says, look at Bjorn Frantagelo, junior Grand Slam champ. I hit a few times in juniors. Flirted with the top 100, but still not making a tough.
Isn't that who bet on
ton
tennis?
of money? It's brutal. No, Frantagelo is an American kid. No.
No, there was a kid not terribly long ago that got caught in match fixing.
No, but he's talking about this American player. That's right. Bjorn Frantagelo.
Yeah.
We've seen him play before. Let me go back to some comments here. Milan says, Stimpy War says, do you guys think that this coronavirus is actually a chance for all of us to go back to an older real values, respecting nature, not destroying it, helping each other, especially the elders?
Yes.
The water, I've never seen our water so clear. I've never heard the birds chirp so loud, or maybe they did, but we didn't because we had
yes. Who said that?
Stimpy Boy, Milan.
I love this comment because every day when Carla and I wake up, we live on the water, like right off of our back door. And we have not seen the water so clear behind our doorstep in 20 years. Mm-hmm. I grew up around here. I haven't seen it that clear in this particular area of the water. Now I can go across the road and it's generally always clear, but behind my house, it's generally not that clear. It's very clear. So the birds are chirping really loud.
It's probably a needed break for everything. Hitchhiker says tennis players should have a basic income paid by the ITF.
But why should the International Tennis Federation pay for a basic income? The ITF again is international, but why should the ITF pay an American player salary? Why should the ITF pay someone in Mozambique salary? Why should they do that? They're an international agency, a kind of like a board in a way. That's responsible for the overall well-being of players international as part of a unified whole, and the ITF puts on tournaments such as the Davis Cup and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it's not a bank. ITF is not a bank. Sure that they have a center or a place to meet and so forth, but they're not a bank. The only way you can even approximate this occurring would be by country based upon something like taxes and unemployment and blah, 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 blah. I know here in the U.S. that they are doing unemployment for people that are self-employed, etc. We know. So there are things respective in your country that your government can do for you as an individual if you can prove that you came up short because of it. So in the U.S., if you're a pro player in that top 100 to 120 range, you would be able to file unemployment because of it. However, what happens here in the U.S. with our government has no correlation with what goes on in Kenya and their government.
Right.
So again, I think any tennis players here that are in that position will be fine. But again, that's a U.S. thing and a U.S. economy thing, and not anyone else's thing.
Hitchhiker says, get a scholarship to college and then turn pro. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you fail, you still have to go to college.
And by the way, Hitchhiker, by the way, is in India, and we have taught, Carla and I have taught Indian students respectively for a long time.
One of the smartest.
We have taught very young
Smart.
Indian players, other senior Indian players, in between college players for India. I taught a couple of Indian kids in Vermont. She taught one in Montgomery, from never played to a solid tournament playing player, and is now in college playing college tennis. And guess what? He's only 16, and he's like a sophomore, junior in college, and he's 16.
Yeah, impressive.
So the thing with how do I say this so it comes out right? It's a compliment either way. But Indian people as a whole that I have met through the game of tennis are incredibly smart. And generally, all of them have played some type of instrument extremely well. The kid we're talking about here that she coached was like a concert pianist behind the piano at like 9 and finished high school at like 13. Not because his parents were pushing him so terribly much, because it was just really easy for him. And now I think he's working on his doctorate already, and he's like 16 in college. So again, I'm going to take Hitchhiker's words here, because the Indian people,
go to school.
I guess for the majority, have a very smart mind.
The only time that you don't go to college, if you're playing football and you're really that good, or if you're in baseball, you're a prodigy, or they recruited you from Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, whatever, then you go pro. But in tennis, it's a tough world.
Yeah.
You don't make money.
Yeah, if you're 6'8" and weigh 340 pounds and can run a 4.5 40, go ahead and get your money, because your knees aren't going to last that long. I get it. It's a team sport, whatever. But in tennis, get your education, go through college, whatever you need to do, because like she said earlier, these are lightning strikes we're making examples of. Okay? The Andreescu's, the Coco Gauffs, we understand that. There's been lightning strikes in tennis since we were born and 100 years before that. Nothing new about all this stuff.
V Savage, thanks for your comment. Bouchard is a square. Agree.
Totally agree.
Let me see. Sir John says, Justin, you're old, bro.
That's
He's
all right.
not old, 42, trust me.
42, but
Let me tell you something. I'm almost 41. I had to teach a lesson this morning. I ran to the tennis course, which is like almost 2 miles.
2.5 miles.
Then I taught the lesson. Then I came running back home. Trust me, I beat any of you 20
Yeah,
miles.
it was a 2.5. It was a 2.5 mile run to the court,
and it's human.
And then it was an hour and a half hitting lesson, and then ran back.
Yeah,
and that's on the feet, like running.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm 42, and I love Bullock out there. I love the guy.
Sir John.
Oh, I love
He's
Sir
being
John.
funny.
I love Sir John.
Michael Walker said, Justin isn't old. He's considered middle age. That's
there you
right.
Go. Let's go.
Middle age people are stronger than those 20-year-olds. Trust me.
But
mine and everything else.
I will go to battle any day. You know that. I'll get out there and battle with anybody.
You're 50, Carteri? Well, you look great for 50. I saw your picture.
He's in Southern California too, I think.
Yeah, he sent me a Facebook request.
Well, so I think Carteri, I was born in San Francisco, California, but when I was very young, my father was a doctor in the Navy, so we moved to Southern California, and we were training with the Changs, Michael Chang and his wonderful family there at San Diego Tennis Club in Carlsbad, and we lived in Encinitas. So the Changs, a wonderful family. My sister played mixed doubles with Michael Chang, by the way. We live there, and I think Carteri's pretty close, right?
I'm joking. I'm 39. Be proud of your age.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're close in age. Let me get to some of these comments, because I don't want to.
And I'm gonna get the Jeopardy game.
Well, hold on. Let's see.
Go ahead, read them out.
I'm going back. So Gene said, he said, okay, so why not take the fixers in their own game in order to inoculate the sport against a disease that has infected the whole body of tennis to restore? Did you just click something? Okay, of tennis to restore integrity. Tennis needs to be at least. I think we talked about that a lot. Let's see, Michael Walker. No, Piritich says, economics in the U.S. does not work well. Here in Europe, it's totally different. If I get money from the government, I do not go broke if I fail. These crazy things happen if you don't make it and borrow the money. Very true, very different. Wayne Chia says, wonder whether playing pro tennis first and then going back to school is like working first and then going back to your MBA. Most just don't have the energy or perseverance anymore. Well, Wayne Chia, what usually happens to is for a pro that doesn't make it on the tour, they usually go coach. That's what happens most of the time. They can coach college tennis or whatever. They can coach on the tour.
Okay. So is Tennis Alley still out there? I don't know if he is or not.
Are you still out there, Tennis Alley?
Okay, so the gentleman, Tennis Alley's a fine young man. I think he said he's around 30, but anyway, that's a young
27,
whatever.
20.
Fine young man, really good stringer, and when he does his videos, check his videos out. He's very humble. And there's nothing flashy. There's nothing, noises going. It's just humble and straightforward, right? So look, let me finish this off.
I'm sorry.
But Tennis Alley said one thing, and I'm going to debate that just for a little bit. He mentioned that you can make more money in coaching. I'm going to say that's not necessarily true, because I can tell you in the last 20 years, I've coached for about 20 years, started at a club level, went through a shoulder issue, had a couple of surgeries, and because of that, I wasn't able to coach at the club level, and I began to do it on an individual level, and I kind of find those couple surgeries blessings, because I found that maybe that's more true. If you coach one-on-one students, you can be a little bit more successful. However, let me tell you the problem with coaching right now, and why this is dwindling, especially in the United States. Some of the clubs that I've coached at, I won't mention any names, obviously, it's irrelevant because this is happening all over the United States and globally. Some of the head pros will charge $120 for 1 hour. And I think the rate's gone up these days. Let's just say you pay $120 an hour and a coach goes out there and teaching a beginner tennis player. The head pro, really doesn't usually mess with the little baby beginners and stuff. But if you bring your, beginner to a clinic, and it's like, and your student's 10 years old, you're going to pay like 40 or 50 bucks. You're going to drop them off. There's going to be like 27 kids running around. They're going to be hitting with red foamy bullshit balls or spongy balls or whatever. And your kids are going to be playing games like Skittles and throw the ball and for an hour. And you pick your kid up and you just basically drop them off at a daycare. And you pay $40 an hour for that. But if you want to get more hard-hitting and in-your-face lessons, now you jump up to the head pro at the club and you're paying about $120 an hour. Well, generally the head pro at the club doesn't want to mess with all that 10-under bullshit anyway. So the coach gets out there, teaches them a forehand, and feeds them about 3 million forehands. And then after they run out of balls, they go pick up balls for 15 minutes. And then they reset and they hit a few volleys and they're done. So what happens is your student develops no serve, nothing else but a forehand and a loopy one at that, and they can develop a forehand volley. However, a year down the road, when the parent's tired of seeing the same thing every day, day in, day out, the parent brings them to someone else. And now Carla and I will jump into the narrative. Hey, Mr. John Doe, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. This is your daughter, John Doe B. Okay? How long have you been playing? Well, I've been playing 2 years. I can hit the forehand really well, and I can hit volleys pretty good. Okay, well, let's check out your whole game. Let's see your forehands, your backhands, your drop shots, your overheads, your tactics, your movement, your footwork, and everything else. And guess what? Shit sucks. Now, after you paid, thousands of dollars over 2 years, you got a forehand, no serve, and subpar volleys, and anything on the backhand side is two-handed, even if it's a volley. Is that what you get? Mm-hmm. Now,
same thing.
Now society, because of things like this, understands that. Parents understand that they get shit service for way too much money. They get it, right? Mm-hmm. So parents aren't willing to pay that anymore. So all I'm saying is that it is getting more and more difficult to make a living coaching in the United States because of these, are more privy to bullshit. And I congratulate them. Carla, what do we do to
Good luck at Costco.
What do we pick up? What do we pick up balls with, Carla?
A machine.
A ball mower.
Yeah.
When we work the kids out, we say, all right, sit down and keep your legs moving. We're going to pick up balls. It takes us 30 seconds with our ball mower and pick up 1,000 balls, put them back in the car. All right, get up and let's go.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be paying a coach for a long time. I got to find a good one for my kids.
Yeah, if you're at a club and your head pro is a ball feeder and all they do is pick up balls half the time, then it's not a recipe for a longitudinal success.
Well, you need to charge your phone, Stimpy, if you want to play the game.
That's all right. Well, the game's coming up. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye, Michael Walker. He says he's going to Costco. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
I never go to Costco.
Here's a couple other topics. We're not even going to discuss them, and I'm going to tell you why, because this is how preposterous the topics were when we looked into them this morning, and then we'll start the game. Here's the top 5 topics that came up on a platform that we use to look up tennis topics. Hugh Jackson responds to Federer's at-home workout video. Who gives a shit? No one cares, and if you do, believe me, neither Hugh Jackson or Roger Federer are going to see it because their publicists will, because they're sitting in their billion-dollar setup, and their publicist is sitting there looking at all of it. Because if you think you're going to record a video and Roger Federer's actually the person giving you a thumbs up, you're wrong. Number 2, Billie Jean King is really happy that the USTA center named after her is operating as a field hospital. Number 1, great. I think it's awesome. But number 2, there's a million field hospitals set up right now all over the world, but the people that they're talking about them are actually working inside of them. So Billie Jean King, if you want to freaking be a soldier, go to the hospital that is your name on it and actually dig deep and get your nails dirty. Okay? Just saying. Otherwise, just go hang out with like Margaret Court or something. Anyway, number 3 topic, Ashley Harkleroad, which I brought up preemptively. Ashley Harkleroad, player, used to be number 34 in the world, American player, strips down for all of us on Instagram and shows off her new butt tattoo. Whatever, man. If I want to see someone strip down, what's up, Arlita? What's up, Mamacita? I got that handle. I don't need to see your ass up on this shit. Save me. I don't need to see that. You're like 12 years old. Actually, she's like 30, but she looks 12 to me, so I'm out. Anyway, so that's the number 3 trending topic. If you're interested in seeing number 34 in the world running around with her ass hanging out, then you can go look at Bouchard and Hackleroad. Hack your way down the court, because you must have hacked your way off of it to be in this position. Anyway, number 4. Here's the number 4 topic. How will the layoff due to the whatever, I can't say that. How will the layoff due to this deal affect the big 3? Carla, how long have we been talking about this? A month?
There's no tennis topics out there.
Oh, jeez. Topic number 5. Federer takes trick shots.
The volleys?
Yeah, the volleys.
He did it better than Djokovic, guys. I was watching him. His wrist, that's why he has better volley.
All right, and the last one, Roger Federer wants...
He doesn't need a charger, no.
Roger Federer wants to see your volleying video. Does anyone think he's actually going to be the one looking at that? Do you think he's sitting at his crib in Switzerland, chilling with everybody, like, what's up? Can't wait to see this next video.
I heard they need nannies, too. So any of you guys interested out there?
Whatever, man.
You could be his nannies.
You are incredibly naive if you think you're going to spend all this time making a video.
said, you dunk at 42?
I could. But prior to me blowing out my patellar tendon, yeah, I could, for sure. Afterwards, I'm a little scared of coming down after delivering the goods. Just saying. In high school, no problem. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna do.
All right, you guys ready to play?
5K tennis trivia. Ready to go?
By the way, Fergie, I don't think you're out there, but I already sent out your thing. Alex Kuyar, I sent out your thing. Wildlife, I don't think you're on. I already ordered your thing.
Let's go.
I'm just waiting on PCS stringing, which he's not on.
All prizes have been sent out. Wildlife 1, we got your shirt on the way. We have Ferzio 9 strings sent out. We have Alex Kuyar stuff sent out. We have someone I'm missing.
Just waiting. PCS stringing never sent us what type of strings you want.
All right, here we go with tennis trivia. Actually, it's more than tennis trivia. It's just 5K tennis. That's our business name. 5K tennis.
Is this the crappy
trivia.
pen I have? Yeah.
Let me get you another one.
Yeah.
But okay, so there's multiple categories. Let me get her a la pluma or un bolígrafo. I've been working on my español. Multiple categories. Listen to the entire question. Some are fill in the blank, and some have to be in that order. Listen to the instructions of each question that I read. And the first 2 answers score points, and points increase throughout.
If you answer wrong, don't go again.
So read the comment while I go get your pen.
Justin's buddy PCS has not come.
It's all right.
So Rocky, you're what, 20-something? You said 21, 22? Nadal is better at net. Djokovic and Nadal about even. But did you guys watch that video against the wall? I mean, Federer's got some wrist. I'm just waiting for a pen.
I'll try to find one.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Yeah, I'm waiting for a pen, guys. Might take him a year to bring me a pen. You know what I mean.
Well, when you got 5 kids and I had to dig through a drawer to find one.
Nadal was amazing at the net. I mean, wow. I've never really looked at Nadal.
I've never associated good net play with him.
I don't, me either.
All right, I got one.
All right, cool.
Yeah, if I was trying to associate Nadal with anything, it wouldn't be because he's great at the net. He's not bad at the net. He got better over the years with the net, but I don't think he was... like a goat at the net or something.
Okay, and then before we start, remember, we see your things by timestamp. I know somebody sent me Furkill, said, look, my thing was on there. That was weird. And I didn't see it.
Well, they have challenges. You can throw the challenge flag. All right, question number 1. Everybody ready?
Okay, go.
You ready? Let me touch the phone so it doesn't cut off. I'm just touching my stupid phone. Antiquated phone. Cut off on me if I don't touch the screen. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Carla's going to show you a picture. Who is this? Ready to go?
Yeah.
You better get your pictures rolling. Lack of preparation. Talking about hurry up. She's not even prepared. Jeez. Latin women. What are you going to do? She's always right.
That's right.
Always right.
Who is this?
Who is this? That one should have been pretty easy. Hence why I put it first. I made that shot. Did you see that?
Yeah, except that you got to get it out now.
Why do I got to get it out? Was it going to decaminate the can I just rang? Huh?
V Savage and Wayne Chica got it first.
Let's go.
Kornikova, even though you guys spelled the name wrong.
That's all right. We'll take it.
Okay, so we got...
Your
no,
pen.
actually, it's Tomas who got it first and V Savage.
Oh, she got someone some false hopes.
Sorry, well, Wayne Chica doesn't care. Tomas, yep, it's Kornikova. It's not Mirka Saraki. It's not Dokic Stefan. And hi, by the way, and V Savage got Kornikova. Someone said Maresmo.
No, Kornikova.
Kornikova. All
Yeah.
right, so we got, what, 1 point, 1 point.
All right, let me scratch this off.
You couldn't get another pen?
Oh, get another pen. Where am I going to find another pen?
There's one in my bag right there. V Savage and right there. My black bag's right there, Justin, on the high chair. Tomas.
Got it. I wish I would have known that the first time I got up. But I still had to got up anyway.
So these are 1 points. Alrighty.
All right, you ready? The second one is unscrambled tennis. I'm going to show you a word, and you must tell me what it is. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. They must be thinking hard.
Question number 2. What are you doing there?
Trying to see why nobody's in.
What is that?
None of you guys know it?
Can no one see that?
I'm looking at it. 30 minutes later, can you give me another pen? I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah.
I've never seen that name before. Tom Fenton.
Yep.
All right, so tennis for me got it. Underspin and Tomas for the first two.
Missed that.
Tennis for me and underspin. Tennis for me and underspin. And Tomas, sorry.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Next category is a new one. It's called Hint Hint. I'm going to give you hints of something, and the first 2 people that can tell us what the word is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are going to win. I'll give you an example, okay? It's round. It's a fruit. It's red. Apple. Something like that. You get it? All right. So here we go. I'm going to give you hints, and the first 2 people to tell me what I'm hinting at got it, okay? This thing, or person, or whatever, this thing, person, being, whatever, has a head, however, no arms and legs, okay? This has a head, but no arms and legs. This also has a throat, but no lungs. This also has a butt, but no colon. This can also be blamed for mistakes of their handler. This has a head, but no arms and legs. It has a throat, but no lungs. It has a butt, but no colon. And the handler will often blame you for their own mistakes.
Mm-hmm. All right, Hitchhiker, of course you would get that.
Boom.
Racket. Yes, Tomas.
Let's get it done.
Tomas got another point. So it's Hitchhiker first, and then Tomas.
All right, ready to roll?
Yep, go ahead.
Question number 4. Carla is going to show you a logo, and I want to know what this logo is. I'm a big fan, by the way. Big fan. All right, so make sure.
Curling tennis. Ooh, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Assault. Hit that ice. So, logo. What's the logo? And Carla's going to show you. Make sure you know which one it is, right? Yes. Damn. Someone got it?
I don't even know that logo.
I know that logo.
Where is it?
It says refresh. Show it to him again.
So all of you that have answered it are all wrong. Do not answer again.
I bet you Novak Djokovic would get it.
Is it?
And if you don't get it, you can't answer every question. Can't answer every question. Yeah, let's go. That's enough time. All right? Because, this ended up going to be Google.
What was the answer?
Let me see. No, they're not going to get that. Okay, so if... Okay. All right, we're going to go... So look, no one gets this. It's okay. The company is Burton Snowboards. I spent a lot of time snowboarding in my life. Taught snowboarding for a couple of years, at least during the winter months, and then in the spring I would teach tennis. But snowboarder at heart, Burton is the predominant snowboarding company in the sport of snowboarding.
That's the company made up by Justin.
No. Look up Burton, Burton, Burton Snowboarding, and you'll see the cream of the crop, the best in the business. All right, question number 5. You ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Fill in the blank. So I am going to read you some song lyrics, and I want you to finish them.
Is this worth? They said 5. How many? That was a 5-point question, Sister. We don't have snow here. Another question from Head.
I don't have snow in Alabama, but I still know it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is this worth? Number 5 is still worth 1 point.
You're the scorer.
Yeah, because I usually after number 5 it's 2 points.
All right.
So it's still worth 1 point.
All right. So fill in the blank. I'm going to start reading some song lyrics, and you must finish them. Are we clear? ¿Cómo está? Todo está muy bien. ¿Cómo está usted, mamacita? Huh? ¿Te quedas todos locos?
All right. Anyways.
All right. Here we go. Fill in the blank. Song lyrics. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand. When I'll say that something, I wanna blank. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand. When I'll say that something, I wanna what? Yeah.
All right. It is tennis for me and Tomas. Punch your face.
I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Good job, tennis for me and Tomas.
All right, let's go. All right, next question.
We're 2 points now.
This is a 2-point question. All right, tennis players, fans, coaches. Here we go. Question number 6. The name of the grip. The name of the grip. Okay? The name of the grip that can be called the hammer grip or the axe grip, where the index knuckle is on the grip plane number 2 and was much more common many years ago. Okay? The name of the grip that can be called the hammer grip or the axe grip, where the index knuckle is on grip plane number 2, was much more common many years ago. What is that called?
Be Savage and Tomas got it.
Boom.
Continental.
Quick tennis grip lesson. The grip is an octagon, 8 sides. I actually have a 4th finger mark on my pinky worn in from the 8 sides. But anyway, so when we have any grip, we can make a reference point with the V on our hand
pick.
Or on the knuckle of where it's placed on the grip. So that would be a continental grip. All right, index finger right there on bevel number 1. All right, ready to go? Next question. Unscramble food and drink.
We're 2 points.
Dos. Unscramble food and drink. I'm going to show you a bunch of letters, and you can put them together, unscramble them, and it's going to be a type of food or drink or something related to the 2. Ready to go? Here we go.
He said ice pick. That shit was funny.
What's a nice pick?
On the grip.
What's wrong with it?
That was not the grip. The grip was continental.
Oh. Boom.
Tom Fenton and Tomas got it.
Make some
Sandwich.
noise. Let's go. Wish I had a sandwich right about now. Hungry as hell. Stomach's talking to me.
Tomas.
All right. We're on question number 8.
1, 2. Tom Benton.
Question number 8. The category is going to be called abomination. Abomination. I'm going to read you a definition, and the word that you're looking for is going to have the letters B-O-M, Bravo, Oscar, Mike, in the word spelled out in that order. Not like the Fabio Fognini type of bomb with a B, but bomb with no B, B-O-M. So I'm going to read you a definition, and the word has bomb, B-O-M, not the real type within it. You ready? Definition is, a very attractive woman. Carla thought Anna Kournikova was one. A very attractive woman, and Carla thought Anna Kournikova was one. Hence why I put the Kournikova picture at picture number 1. A very attractive woman.
Wow, V Savage and tennis for me. They answered it quick.
Let's get it down. Bombshell, baby. Oh, I missed it again. I'm like 2 for 7.
These guys answered it like quick.
Let's go. You ready?
So we got V Savage and tennis for me. 1, 2.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Question number 9. Carla is going to show you a flag, and we want to know what country the flag represents and the country's capital. Flag and capital. Country and the capital city within it. Skirt.
I can see your face, by the way.
That's all right.
You want the country and the capital, correct?
Country and the capital. Country and the capital. Country and capital. Let's get down. I spent a lot of time on these questions today. I wanted to make it a little bit more.
Stefan, Peru, Lima.
Yep.
And curling tennis, Peru, Lima.
Let's go. Curling tennis throws those ice things, so I'm surprised he got Peru, but good job.
Curling, I'm surprised. Someone said, V Savage said, Austria, Vienna, just flipped.
Close.
Just flipped horizontal.
Yes, that was close. Good thought there. All right, ready to go?
Got 2 points. And curling tennis.
This is question number 11. I don't know if your number... Wait a minute.
No, this is question 10.
10. Did I get out of order? Okay, but that's cool. Even though I didn't write it down, that's cool.
Who is this?
Yeah. So question number 10. This is the last one worth, I guess, X hour. Yeah. Okay, who is this? Question number 10. Who is this? Be careful how hard you touch that screen.
Mm-hmm.
Just barely touch it. We use our phone, so it always cuts off.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's Stefan and Milan. Got it. For 2 points.
Let's go.
Bruce Lee.
Let's go. Ready for question number 11?
These are worth 3 points.
I made it tougher. I really spent time on this. It's going to be tougher. Okay?
1, 2.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Question number 11. This is mathematics. She's going to show you a picture, and you are going to tell us what this is. What it is. Okay? What is this? Ready to go? Go.
Tomas, you challenge? I'll look at it in a second.
Tomas has a challenge. Remember that.
And V Savage. Okay.
2 challenges. And then you can show them the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Okay.
Got it?
Rhombus.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, hold on.
Who got that?
I gotta look. I gotta go back. Rhombus. That would be Saraki and V Savage.
Let's go.
Saraki and V Savage. And before you go there, I have to look at the challenge.
All right, so we got 2 challenge flags. Who's the challengers?
1, 2, 3. Saraki and V Savage.
All right, so if you win the challenges,
Okay.
you only have 1 challenge remaining, but you have to show them the challenge. So you have to show
So
them.
Farzy09 said, I'm challenging on Hold Your Hand.
Okay.
What were you challenging on, V Savage?
Let's check it out.
So,
challenge flag has been thrown.
Okay, so
We'll throw the pin at Carla. Challenge flag is thrown.
Hold your hand. Farzy09. Okay, hold your hand. Let's go back.
I'm going to touch the screen on my phone.
Hold your hand.
Challenge flag has been tossed.
Okay. Your comment never even came up, and I'll show you. Furzy, I don't even see where you even answered. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. All right, these were the first two. It was tennis for me and Tomas. Which, tennis for me and hold your hand. See how Sir John says, happy face? Your name never came up anywhere. Furzy09, you never even had an answer on that one. So I can't give points to Furzy09. Oh, on bombshell, you're saying?
Okay, check that one out.
Okay, bombshell. Let's go back.
And meanwhile, get ready for question number 12.
Bombshell. Here we go.
And surely there's glitches.
V Savage and tennis for me. Furzy09, you didn't even have an answer.
Show them. Show them.
You didn't start answering until now.
Challenge flag. And look, again, there's probably glitches, internet, I guess global. I don't know.
See, there's no Furzy09 there. There's V Savage with bombshell. Terry said Obama Nation, then V Savage said bombshell. Tennis for me said bombshell. Hitchhiker. Yeah, there is no, I didn't see your name anywhere.
All right, next question. Ready to go?
I challenge on Bruce Lee, said Tomas.
Okay, check it out. Now, remember who's challenging. She does a pretty good
I think
job.
that Furzy09 is way behind. I think that's what's going on with him.
Maybe. Where is Furzy?
Tomas, okay, he challenged on Bruce Lee. Okay, here we go. You came in fourth. So here's Stefan, Milan, Sir John, and then Tomas, Bruce Lee. Only the first two.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys.
All right, question number 12. Are we ready?
Okay, hold on. You guys keep challenging. Again, you can't. On our picture, it shows 1 and 2. And you guys side, it does not show that.
Well, again, and also too, I think, and this is, it's an assumption. I think wherever you may be located globally, I think there's different filters. I think some algorithms or supercomputers.
And you put Bruce P.
Like dissect what you're saying before it actually gets out there, so it can alert maybe the local government.
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
were fourth.
There's certain filters out there that watch you, and that's fact. All right, you ready? Question number 12.
V Savage, you came in fourth. I already checked.
All right, next question. Let's go.
All right.
Question number 12. We are going to show you a picture of a dog, and we want to know what breed the dog is. One of my favorite dogs, by the way. Picture of a dog. We want to know the breed. Ready to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I suck at that shot.
And as soon as I see the answer, I'm going to... Okay, Tom Fenton, you got it? All right. Tom Fenton was the first one. It popped up right away. It's German Shepherd.
That's not a German Shepherd.
I thought that was a German
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Go back. You got it wrong.
What is it?
Go back. No, look. Come on. Go back there. You're wrong. You're wrong.
What is that?
How are you going to give up the answer that quick? Because you just assumed.
But there's a whole bunch of people that answer. What is it?
Let me see. Go back up. They're all wrong.
That's not?
No, it's not.
Okay. So whoever didn't answer.
There's a difference. The German Shepherd has longer hair on the chin.
Okay, so all of you, is it a Belgian?
Yes.
But you already answered the first time. If you didn't answer it wrong before, but you got it right now.
Man, you jacked that question off.
I didn't think he answered it.
Lack of preparation.
Man,
Lack of preparation. It's not a German Shepherd. A Malinois has longer legs. The hind quarter doesn't sit up so low as a walking, gaiting German Shepherd. The coat isn't as long. There's a big difference. The Belgian Malinois is much more attack prone. That's why the military uses them. They use the Shepherds too, but generally the Malinois is brought into frontline situations because of its overall.
Yeah, no one got that one. Well, because everyone already answered it wrong. So no.
Lack of preparation.
Yeah, everybody that answered, and only another person said the same thing.
Did anyone say Malinois?
Nobody.
Man, shocking for that one. All the wars going
Everybody
on.
said German Shepherd, Husky, Doberman.
It's a Belgian Malinois.
So 0 points on that one.
0. Man, I
These
thought...
rules are very strict. Yes, they are.
Well, I mean, if I show you an alien and you tell me it's a firecracker, then it's wrong. There's a big difference between a Belgian Malinois and a German Shepherd. Hence why I put the military attire on them. The Belgian Malinois is a dog that'll rip your face off if trained to do it correctly. So will the German Shepherd, but the Malinois is much
Someone said,
more
why not
aggressive.
put normal German Shepherd, man? Why complicate it?
The Malinois is different. Much different, a much different breed. Hence why by the AKC, the American Kennel Club, or the UKC, the United Kennel Club, it's a completely different breed. Look is similar, but different. Number 13, tennis rules. Okay? I'm going to read you a situation.
I agree with you, Gene. Who cares if Bianca Andreescu's on live? Who cares? You're right.
She needs to get back in shape and start focus on playing a match. No one really cares. All right, rules of the game. I'm going to read you a situation, and then I'm going to read you multiple choice answers, and I want you to tell me what the right answer is. Okay? Now, this is a problem in the game of tennis sometimes, and it happened not terribly long ago at Wimbledon, and it happened not terribly long ago at the U.S. Open. Okay? Here we go. Rules of the game. Talking between doubles partners when the ball is moving toward the team. So if Carl and I are playing doubles and the ball is moving towards us as a team, and let me repeat that so you understand that. Talking between doubles partners when the ball is moving toward them is A, considered a let, replay the point. B, results in a loss of a point. C, the team gets a warning and a future foul result in a loss of point from the umpire. Or D, no foul, it's legal. With doubles partners when talking when the ball is moving toward them. A, it's considered a let, replay the point. B, result in loss of a point. C, the team gets a warning from the chair umpire and future warnings result in a loss of a point. Or D, no foul, it's legal.
All right, so I'm going to give that to Savage. He said D. And I'm going to give that to Tom Fenton. He said no foul, which is D.
No foul. Good job for both of you guys. This is a common misconception. We had a big argument in a Bethany Maddox Sands match not terribly long ago that resulted in like a 10-minute argument, stoppage of play for the same thing. When you're playing and the ball is moving towards you as a team, you can say up, back, go, switch, whatever. However, if you talk and you've hit the ball and the ball is going towards your opponents, if you talk, it's a hindrance. Got it? All right. Well answered. Question number 14. Carla's going to show you a logo. You're going to tell us who this logo represents. Ready to roll?
That was at the Australian Open that happened, Gene.
Okay. Good knowledge drop.
The first round, and they ended up winning the tournament.
Great knowledge drop. You knew it would come from Gene. He's a beast.
No, that's what I'm saying to him.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh, you're a beast then. You're a beast. Who's the logo? Come on, tennis players, tennis fans. It's tennis related. Let's go. Let's get down. That should be 1, 2, 3, especially for people like Tennis Alley and PCS Stream.
Oh, they're thinking airlines.
No, come on, man. Go back to that.
I think you said airlines on your question.
I didn't say anything. I said who's the logo? I didn't say anything pro or not. It's tennis related, though. It's not an airline. I can see where they would think it would be an airline, but it's definitely not. Okay. And I'm sure Tennis Alley, PCS Stream, anyone that handles rackets a lot and looks at their butt caps will know this.
Curling tennis, got it. Only
Yeah.
him.
All right.
Tom Fenton.
I mean, do I need to pick up one of these rackets and?
Tom Fenton. Tom Fenton and curling tennis. Got it.
Let's go.
It's Babolat.
But definitely Babolat. All right.
So
and they did change their logo, by the way.
1, 2, 3, and Tom Fenton. 1, 2, 3.
When I first started playing with Babolat, the logo looked like this. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'd have to get my racket bag with the newer logo. I only have this racket up there. It was one of the first rackets I was actually serving, and I imploded my frame just because I hit it. Anyway, so I cherish this one. Oh, bless you! Got that thing, man. Whoa! All right, you ready for the next one? Oh shit! All right. Next question. Type of food. Carla's gonna show you a picture, and you're gonna tell.
Nadal plays with Babolat.
Who?
Nadal plays with Babolat. Yeah.
Correct. Type of food. Carla's going to show you a picture, and you are going to tell us what this food is. You know when the house starts shaking and the dishes shaking the cabinets, the kids are getting restless.
Yeah, that means no.
You got it?
Yeah, someone got it. Heard it.
Yeah. We again, the 5 kids. If you guys know this, you know our business is 5K tennis because we've had 5 kids. Anyway, but they go upstairs so we can kind of have less noise.
Savage and Sir John got it.
And the dishes started shaking in the cabinets, and they're upstairs. So restless kids are on the horizon.
Savage.
That's all right though.
1, 2, 3, and Sir John.
All right, ready to go?
1, 2, 3. Okay, now they're worth 4 points.
This is a big time question. Big time question. You're definitely going to be tennis know-how on this one. Fill in the blanks and listen to the entire question because it must be answered in order. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Fill in the blanks, plural, 2. When we reduce the tension of the tennis racket strings, we gain more blank. And when we increase tension, we gain more blank. When we reduce the tension of our tennis racket strings, we gain more what? And then when we increase the tension, we gain more what? Yeah. That he got it too because that's synonymous. So those two.
Mm-hmm. Milan got it and Furzio 9. Power and accuracy is the same thing.
Same thing.
Power and control. Yeah, Furzio 9 and Milan.
There you go. A lot of people don't get it, but when the strings are looser, when the ball it meets the strings, the strings are trampoline, kind of like, they kind of fall back into a pocket and throw the ball off the strings, which gives you more power, but a little bit less control while we mix hybrid strings and kind of mix the strings up. But when we add tension, the flex of the string bed is less, which enables us to control the ball more, but we lose power. Great answers. All right, question number 17. Carla is going to show you a picture, and you are going to tell us who is standing up and who is laying down. No. Who is standing up and who is laying down? Let me see that. I don't know how I didn't meet you with that one. Hold on. Lack of preparation. Lack of preparation. I already know what to look for, though. Oh, no. Let's get down. Lack of preparation on my side. Here we go. Can we crop that picture and don't show them any names or anything? One of the most famous pictures of all time, by the way.
Yeah.
If you can tell me who is standing up and who is laying down. This is my lack of preparation. You know what I mean? Lack of footwork, lack of match court.
Okay.
Who is standing up and who is laying down?
That might be tough. We'll see from there.
Not if they've seen the picture before. Who is standing up and who is laying down? Yeah, same picture.
This one?
Show it again. I don't. Yeah.
All right, so far one person got it.
Mm-hmm.
Tomas.
Said that a little loud.
No, he said that before. I was showing it to you for a while.
Yeah. Did you see the picture again?
Do we need to see the picture again? Yep.
You got it?
Yep. Okay, it is Ali and Listen laying down. Tomas and Stefan got it.
Let's go. Is that Stefan Nizovic?
Mm-hmm.
Love that guy. He's the only dude that's ever told me that if I tried to play basketball with him, he would send my shit to the freaking stands. Love that. Love it. Let's go.
Was that your second guess? Let me see.
Oh, no.
Thank you for telling me that.
Who said that?
Stefan.
Oh, he was honest.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so it was, who did I say? Tomas got it first. And Soraki, I guess.
All right, give him the goods. Next question.
Tomas and Soraki. Okay, Soraki.
Let's get down.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and Tomas. Go to the next question.
Question number 18. This was one of my favorite pictures of all time. And the reason why is because we have the same eyes. Myself and this person have the same eyes. And I've heard this maybe, I don't know, a million times, not that many, but thousands of times over the past, I don't know, 25 years or something. So we're going to show you a picture, and the only thing we want you to tell us is, where did this picture appear? Where did it appear? Just where, okay? So do you have it? Lack of preparation.
That's not like a preparation.
Yes. Where did this picture appear? Where? This was an Afghani girl. Her name was Sharbat Gula. And this picture came into infamy in the 1980s. An Afghan girl by the name of
What magazine are that you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A beautiful, beautiful girl, pictured in strife and a really miserable type environment. But yet her eyes electrified everyone. Beautiful picture, beautiful girl, 1980s. Afghani girl.
David and Tomas. It's National Geographic.
That's correct.
That's question 17?
18.
18.
That picture is a picture that will pop into my random thoughts to this very day, and sometimes multiple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
2, 3, 4. Tomas.
Ready to
Go
go?
ahead, go.
Question number 19. Carla is going to show you a picture. You are going to name the painting, and you are going to name the artist. You're going to name
He's making me get up a lot.
I like looking at those legs.
You can't even see my legs from there. Come on.
But I can see him through the table.
Yeah, okay.
Name the painting and the artist.
What?
What? No, what are you doing?
That's the next one, doofus.
I sent this one to you. Lack of preparation.
No, you mean lack of what you sent.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Justin.
Man, now I'm getting tripped on. Let me get you another one.
You didn't never sent it.
Here, I got it, man. Come on. I was in a hurry to come back and pick you up doing this. All right, here we go.
You're picking up tennis balls.
All right, you ready? All right, that one.
Ugh.
My fault. I take the blame. Name the painting and artist.
Name the painting and artist.
The name of the painting and the artist.
Okay.
They got it?
I think so.
I'm sorry about that. That was a good one, too. No, it's not him, though. No. Yeah, that's one. Mm-hmm.
One person got it.
One person's got it.
I'm not saying I'm gonna give a few more seconds for a couple of you that haven't answered.
Name of the painting and the artist. Ready?
All right, so just tennis for me. He's the only one that's getting points.
All right, so the painting was called The Stream, and the painting was by Edvard Munch. What was he? Was he a Norwegian painter? I think he was a Norwegian painter. Anyway, long story short is that painting sold for a record $140 million in 2012 at auction. And quite an electric painting. If you look at that painting, you can kind of get sucked into it. It's kind of a horrific painting. But nonetheless, it was Munch. All right, ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 20. Carla is going to show you a set of eyes, which she already showed you once, but we want to know who this is. Here's a set of eyes. Who is it? Who is it? If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Tomas and Tom Fenton. Tomas and Tom Fenton.
All right, we're at question number 21. Are the points picking up here?
Yeah, 5 points.
Let's get down.
And Tom Fenton. 1, 2, Okay.
These are now worth how many points?
These are worth 5 points, and this guy did see your answer, so I added the points for you.
This guy jumped in?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, question number 21, visuals and gauges.
Okay, why do you want to challenge, Milan?
Got a challenge flag.
On what? I already answered it 10 minutes ago. Yeah, but that wasn't the question, so I can't give you points when you answer.
It was, okay, actually, he said the eyes.
Well, when we were doing the painting.
But he said the eyes then? He did? Because that was a lack of preparation. So it would be
Yeah, he did.
Okay, who said, who's?
Sir John.
And he threw the challenge flag on that?
Yeah.
You need to give him the points. Because our lack of preparation caused him to answer something that we hadn't even asked yet. So hypothetically, he might even need to get double points.
Oh, shut up.
Because it wasn't even a painting. You know what I'm saying? Give the man his points. I mean, he guessed it.
For you, Milan, or for Sir John?
I don't even know. But if someone said the Rock and we didn't even know it beforehand and they didn't even know the question, you said painting and they said Rock when they saw his eyes, get a brother.
Milan, you came in third for the Rock. Tomas and Tom Fenton were ahead of you. That's baloney, JD.
You got to get a brother's points. All right. Okay, number 21. You ready to go?
Yeah, they're worth 5 points.
Visuals and gauges. You know, I like to fly in the air, airplanes and race cars and all this stuff. I'm going to show you a gauge, and you're going to tell us what the gauge is. All right? Name the gauge and the real name of the gauge.
No, you don't get double points, Sir John. You get the points for it, but not double points.
What is that? That's enough time. Yep. Let's get down.
Wait. Don't say the answer yet, because someone's still answering. He's got it.
Yeah. Five. Oh, well, yeah, no, you have to give the name of it. Yeah, it's a universal name too. Yeah.
He's got it already.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm waiting for.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, can't help the internet speeds here.
David got it first, and
okay.
and Stefan.
Stefan. Okay, so two people got it.
It's
two people got it.
tachometer.
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 Tachometer. She said tachometer. Hey, man, how fast are we going, Carla? What's my revolution per minute? How many RPMs are we at? Hold on, let me check the tachometer. The tachometer. Sounds like
Obviously, I didn't know what it was.
Sounds like a damn pogo stick or something, like a kid's toy. Here, mommy, can we go get a tachometer? Tachometer. Man, come on. Freaking tachometer.
Oh shit.
Tachometer. Hey, can we go get the game for the kids? The new tachometer.
Oh man.
Tachometer. Let's go.
All right, 5 points.
All right. Question number 22. Who is this? Carla's.
Hold on, let me add the. Go ahead. You can ask David. Wait. David got 5 points. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. And Stefan got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty.
Question number 22. Who is this? Carla's going to show you a picture, and you are going to tell us who this is. Let's go. No. Did I forget that
Man,
one?
you're just terrible.
Lack of preparation? Jeez.
Let's beat Justin up today.
I sent it to you. Your phone sucks.
My phone sucks.
Okay, hold on. It's kind of like the tennis player bramming the tennis racket. Same deal. All right, hold on. I got you. It already came up. So this one. Hold on.
No, that's too easy.
Well, that's all right. They can't even see it. Just watch that down there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cute little picture of young buck, right? They already got it?
Stefan said Novak, and
they got
Milan said Novak.
Super cute kid Novak Djokovic was. I'm telling you. I think that picture, the pictures I did research trying to find a really good picture. He was a really cute kid, but his parents were pizza shop owners at a ski resort. And I think that was about the time where he found tennis in a way, and other people found him in lieu of that.
Mm-hmm.
But a really cute picture, really cute kid. Makes me want to have a sixth child. You want to have a sixth kid?
No, hell no.
Okay, I just thought about that.
I don't think so. No.
Question number 23. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
This is a definition. Again, I love to fly. I love to be in an airplane. So this has to do with pilots. So, and not you can be in this type of definition state, not being a pilot. It's not just that. You could be an astronaut, or you could be anything with altitude. But here we go. Here's the definition. When a pilot experiences a lack of oxygen in the tissues to sustain, or when a pilot experiences a lack of oxygen in the tissues and loses the ability to sustain bodily functions, is called what? When a pilot experiences a lack of oxygen in the tissues and sustains lack of bodily functions, it is called what? Altitude, no oxygen, leads to a condition that is called what?
No, I get that, David. That's not it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, not that one.
David, you're wrong. B Savage, you're wrong. Milan, you're wrong.
If we climb,
Gene, you're wrong.
If we climb an altitude and we don't have a pressurized cabin,
Siraki's wrong.
and we don't have oxygen intake, and our tissues lose enough oxygen, we begin to lose bodily function. Our vision closes in. Also, if we're pulling high G turns, negative, Ghost Rider.
No, Stefan wrong.
10, 9, 8.
I'm sure your hungry kids are too. I'm glad I ate.
All right, any answers coming up?
Nah, I think they're thinking about it. Some of the ones who haven't answered.
As a pilot increases in altitude, we lose oxygen. Our tissues begin to not respond, and therefore we begin to black out.
No, right? No.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hypoxia is the definition. We become hypoxic if we lose too much oxygen. If we don't get to a lower altitude relatively quickly, shit's going to hit the fan real quick. All right? We don't want to be hypoxic. Question number 24. Are we ready to go?
This guy, you answered it after Justin said it, so. I don't know.
Well, you can give it to him. Yeah, I mean, who knows? But it's hypoxia. All right, we ready to go?
Okay.
Question number 24. This is vintage tennis. Vintage tennis. We're going to show you a player. You're going to look at the...
I put it in there before. I already put it in there for this guy. I gave you the 5 points.
Vintage tennis. We are going to show you a tennis player. I want you to look at the shoes of this player, and I want you to tell me the brand of these shoes. When I was a boy in Southern California, we always wanted a pair of these. So I'm going to show you a picture. Look at the shoes. What is the brand of the shoes?
Should I show him the player that's wearing
it? You can show the player.
Here's the player that's wearing them. And here are the shoes.
So they don't get it. It's all right. That's why they get harder.
Borg's wearing them.
Yeah, if they don't get it, they don't get it. That's why they get harder. Final Jeopardy gets tougher.
Can't see nothing, he says. Okay. Here's the shoe. Okay.
Anybody get it?
Let me see. No, I don't think so. It's not Reebok. It's not Converse. It's not Diadora.
Give them a few minutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, not Vans, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Should I tell the answer yet, or should I wait a second?
Yeah, I think everybody answered already.
The answer is Tretorn. Tretorn. Tretorn was a really lights out company. They still exist today. If I remember correctly, I think they're a Swiss company or a Swedish company. I think Borg is from Sweden, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Swedish shoe company. Tree Torn, when I was in the late 70s, early 80s in Southern California, we all wanted a pair of Tree Torns. And then when Agassi came on the scene with his long hair, we always wanted the pair of Nikes, right? But Tree Torns were pretty hot before that. Now they're not. All right, question number 25. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Carla's going to show you a picture, and we want to know who both people are. Picture, not just one, but both. Who are these people? Both of them. You ready?
Yes, I'm getting up again. All right. All right, let's see. That was question 25 or 24?
25. Only question that's left is bonus. I mean, both. Has anyone answered it?
One person, but I don't want to say the answer yet.
See, I think a lot of individuals forget these type of things, and then we hear them speak or hear them talk, and it's a lot of people forget these things.
Okay.
Got it?
Well, I'm waiting for. There's one person that has super slow internet connection, so I'm waiting for that person to answer.
It's okay.
Nope, it's Serena Mortaglu. Only one person got it.
Who got it?
Oh, and this, no, well, you already answered.
Who got it?
If you answer one time, you can't answer the second
you
time.
can't get a second guess at it.
Milan knew it right away.
All right, so that was Serena Williams and Patrick Mortaglu. As if you don't know, they were a pair outside of coach. They were a romantic pair. Just like, don't forget that Serena Williams was a romantic pair with Grigor Dimitrov as well.
Yeah, but that's nasty.
Don't forget that.
How are you gonna be coach? How are you gonna have that coach around with your husband now?
So what I'm saying here is if we forget or we don't know that Serena Williams was once a romantic with her coach, then we can't believe everything we hear about Serena coming from Patrick Mortaglu because it's biased, right? He used to screw her, so it's biased, right? I mean, it makes kind of sense, right? And yeah, I would feel sorry for the husband because they hang out in the same spot, and yeah, I'd be like, my wife used to stick her hand
Shut up
on your ass, and now we're in the same box. They wouldn't work for me. Just saying. So anyway, again, I put that in there only because Patrick Mortaglu pops up in all these young girls' boxes, pops up in Coco Gauff's boxes.
His wife now is beautiful. He has 2 kids with her.
But that's great. That's great. But if I was wife and he used to bang somebody and now he's in her box, I got a little problem with that. Not really, because I don't care who you talk to. You can ask Wayne, Shield, Michael. I don't give a damn. But if you used to be off and popping and you're up in the same box, then I might have a slight issue with that one.
I'm not shy. Trust me. I just don't think that you should say that though.
Anyway. Doesn't really matter.
All right.
Bonus question.
So let's see who's in. How much is the bonus question worth?
I'll let you come up with that. You're the scoretician. Serena's been with Dimitrov, been with Mortaglu.
Who cares?
Sharapova was with Dimitrov. Dimitrov been getting around.
Bang is part of tennis.
It is. What did he say?
Bang is part of tennis.
It's true. That's a very good comment. Who said this?
Savage.
I love this guy, man. He feels me. He feels me. Bang the ball, banger. Big Banger. Isn't Big Banger a Luxalon brand? So you got Big Banger from Luxalon. Bang the ball. Don't hit the ball soft. Bang that shit. Bang that.
Let's make it worth 15 points so it's anybody's game.
15 points?
10 points?
Ask them that. That's a little crazy. Someone that fought the whole game is going to lose to someone.
Okay, let's just make it worth 10 points. 10 points.
How much was the last
Tomas has 20 points. V Savage has 15 points. Stefan has 14 points. Tom Fenton has 12 points. And that's it. Those are the closest ones.
So you should make those all wager their own points. It's not usually like...
Oh, but you never say that.
Okay, how about this? Who's still in it?
Who said this is Jeopardy?
Who's still in it big time?
Tomas.
With 20 points.
V Savage, 15.
Has 15.
Stefan has 14.
Stefan 14.
Milan has 15.
Milan 15.
And Tennis Fenton has 12.
Tennis fan, and that's the big hitters.
That's the big hitters.
Make them bet how much they want to ask.
Okay, well, bet it.
Bet it up.
However
much you want to risk is how much you want to risk.
Milan, you have 15. Stefan, you have...
And while they're putting in their bets, let me know. And I got a question.
So Milan has 15. Zaraki, you're not even in competition. Sorry, bro. Tom Fenton, you have 12 points. So, Tomas, you have 20 points. So tell me how much you want to bet. V Savage, you have 15 points. And Stefan, you have 14 points. So Tomas, you want to bet your 20. So you want to say plus 20. V Savage, you want to bet 14. Plus 14. Okay? Tom Fenton, you said plus 15. Well, you only got 12. So you can bet 12. Your points is 12. So you want to bet plus 12?
He's all in.
Milan said plus 15.
Oh.
Stefan, you said make it 9 points. Are you sure?
That's a good... look, he's being smart right here. I wouldn't bet all my candies either.
Oh, you want to bet it all?
Okay.
Okay, so
Maybe
12.
not.
All right.
All
So
right.
Milan bet 15, all his points. Tomas bet all his... Tom Fenton, I mean, bet all his points. Tomas bet all his points, which is 20. V Savage bet 14. And Stefan, all his 14. Okay.
All right. So everyone's bet. Again, we're going to shut the window on duration of time to answer this. Anyway, here's the question. And if you watched this, or if you watched I always say because when we first started doing the show, we never would have continued to do it. We just, one day, Carla and I walked out on the back porch after a long day, and I was like, let's just sit outside and talk about something that has to do with tennis. There was a specific tournament going on, and if it wasn't for a select few people, Wayne Chia, Rahesh, Stefan, I think, for Z09, a lot of other people out there that wouldn't commented right then and there, we never would have done it again, and here we are a year and a half later because of our Players Box. So much love to the Players Box. However, the bonus question is, our first 5K tennis show ever.
Only first one gets it, right?
Well, you can give them a second, but not long enough to figure it out. On our first show we ever did.
So only the first one gets it?
No, let them go.
All answer?
On our first show ever, we talked about what tournament? First show ever, what tournament did we talk about? Oh, now they're going back to but in this. Oh, okay, I didn't see. Okay,
but he's not in it.
Yeah, you already got it. You already got 2.
Yeah, but he's not in it.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
All right,
You've
only got 2 right
now.
now.
I'm only doing the ones that are wrong. So they. Okay. Milan and Tom, you had the right answer. Those of you who answered were right, but you're not part of the final thing.
It was Wimbledon.
U.S. Open is not. It's Wimbledon.
All right, so who's your winner?
Your winner is Milan because he had 15 points plus 15.
Let's go. So how this even came to be one day is I forget what it was, but it was really hot. It was like middle of July or something. The courts were under construction. Our tennis courts here were getting repaved or resurfaced. So we were wanting to...
It's not time, Milan. You have 15 points. He had 12 points.
Yeah.
You won.
Anyway, but I told Carla, let's go out on the... We were talking about... we were doing fantasy teams. We did fantasy teams like we do on this channel, but we were doing a different version of it on a computer game or something. So we said, because we're sitting here at the table talking about our fantasy team selections, let's go out on the porch and talk about it. And it happened from there, but it was Wimbledon. All right.
Contact me, Stimpy Boy. I'll put my email. It's 5ktennis@mail.com. And let me know what you want.
And then also, Stimpy Boy. Again, anyone out there can communicate with us.
I'm not virgin anymore.
What does that mean?
He won.
All right. So look, anyone out there, by the way, if you're in the U.S. or if you can text message or call and it doesn't cost you anything. You can contact Carla. Phone number U.S. is 251-404-0011. Me is 251-753-0950. I've had the chance of speaking with tennis stringing PCS the other day. Nice conversation. You can email us at the email she just gave you. There's personal Facebook at Justin space Carlo with a C space Davis. And then there's, what else is there?
Twitter, 5K tennis at 1.
No, 5K tennis 1.
Sorry.
Instagram, which I don't see too much of, is just 5K tennis. And then there's Facebook at 5K tennis as well. Anyway, that's it, man. Everyone, much love to all of you. As soon as the tennis season starts back, we'll get more back into shows with I guess you could say, start out and we're right into it. Matches and results and how could you do this and what the heck was up with that and all this stuff. But for right now, I think we're all in this together. And if it wasn't for all of you, then we really wouldn't have fun every day, at least doing this, and we enjoy it. So thanks so much to all of you. Take care. Subscribe to your channel. It's yours that makes it work. So why not subscribe to it? At the end of the day, though, I look forward to the next show.
Are you sure, Milan? Because I could order a shirt and send it to you. So let me know.
Let's go. Take care. Adios.
Is there a show tomorrow? No. No show tomorrow.
Why is there not a show tomorrow? What is tomorrow?
Thursday.
What do we have tomorrow?
I don't know.
She's giving me the death stare.
All right. I don't know how to turn this off.
I got it. Take care. Much love. Everyone stay strong, stay fit, stay positive, and share the game with others. Take care. See ya.